Cassie Graves joins us on the line. Good morning, Cassie.
Good morning.
It's very nice to talk to you. How are you today?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good, good, good. So your profession and age, please?
I am a singer-songwriter and I'm 23.
Okay, you have a thing that I've obviously been reading about. I can't pronounce it. I can have a go at it, but you can tell me what it's called.
I can't pronounce it either,
Come
to be
on,
honest.
try it. Try it.
Trimethylaminuria.
That's exactly what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. So I hope you don't drink because that could be a long day's work. Okay, this is also known as fish odor syndrome, which is something that I haven't. I don't think I've met anyone with it. But you're going to have to explain to me that if let's say before you got it treated, you'd walk into a room, what would happen?
Basically, I can fill an entire room with the stink of fish. Basically, with it's like rotting fish.
Now, when you say rotting fish, are you talking hardcore, walking down by the local harbour? They've taken all the good stuff away in the boxes and they've left the dead carcass of the mackerel and the whatever else.
Exactly that, yeah. Exactly that.
That's a full-on smell, Cassie. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
What age were you when you realised this was going to be an issue for you?
I think I was about 3 or 4, and my sister me and my sister used to share a room, and she always used to say to my mum, "No, she really stinks. Like, you need to do something about it."
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how we kind of found out about it.
I would imagine when your mum is sitting there looking at two girls and one saying the other one, she smells a fish, your mum probably intercepts and says, "No, stop being so mean. She doesn't smell a fish. You're being an idiot."
Exactly, yeah.
That's what girls do. So how did you go from stop messing to, okay, this isn't good at all, let's fix it?
I think my sister was away once, and my mum kind of finally realised that it was actually a thing that was happening, and it wasn't just teasing. And I think there was one day she came in and just basically my entire room stank of it. And then she kind of took me to the doctor about it, and the doctor didn't know what it was. And I think she had a radio show with a guy talking about it, and that was how we figured out what it was, and I had to quit eating fish.
So how does the smell emit from your body? Where is it coming from and how?
It seems to come through from my hair and from anywhere that you sweat. Basically, it just comes out, and it's just from everywhere. And no matter how much you shower, it just keeps coming out.
So if you were to sweat, while all of us have a particular body odor, it's a BO as we call it, yours would have a fishy smell to it.
If I eat fish, yeah, it is. Yeah, predominantly.
So if I was to sit, let's say I was 16 years old, sitting beside you in school, would it have been quite an unpleasant experience for me as much as for you?
Yeah, I think it would be worse for you because I luckily can't really smell it, but everybody else can.
Yeah, but which I can't imagine was that easy, was it? In your teens?
Well, when I was about 13, 14, because I had to quit fish altogether, and there's a few things that I shouldn't eat, like things like spinach and stuff, which was fine for me as a teenager, not having to eat spinach, but it was so much stuff I had to cut out of my diet that there were times when I was about 13 or 14 where I tried to eat fish again, and the same problem happened, and then my mum would have to keep me off school because I just couldn't go in, basically. So it was, I think that was the trickiest part of it, was not being able to just eat like everybody else.
Obviously your sweat is one thing. What else would you just smell it from then?
It just emits from everywhere, but it would be like if I ate spinach or fish or anything, and I would make the bed sheet smell as well.
Right.
And so that was never fun.
Would you get it from your breath then if I was talking to you?
Yeah, definitely.
So, gosh, that's really tough. So there's no winners here, to be honest with you, are there, Cassie? It's a pretty nasty thing to have to suffer from. It's not life threatening though, is it?
No, not at all.
It's just, we would just be worried about the life of your social life as much as anything else.
Yeah.
So how did you decide on trying to conquer it once and for all? You mentioned kind of like the darker greens that you shouldn't be eating, and obviously fish is clearly an issue. So how did you go about conquering the problem?
I mean, it took me a while to kind of realise that, you know, I was just going to have to kind of deal with it. But I think as you get older, you kind of realise there's bigger problems in real life. And I kind of just got a bit kind of laid back about it. And I was just kind of like, well, you know, it's just food and I can still do all the other stuff I love doing. And I think I was about 16 or 17 when I started like really looking into it and looking at the stuff I needed to keep away from.
Which you did.
Yeah.
And you started, but do you still, I mean, you obviously can't eliminate it entirely. You still have a fishy vibe about you, do you?
No, I'm lucky enough, actually, because, I mean, a lot of the support groups that I've been in, I've spoken to a lot of people who, no matter what they do, they actually can't get rid of the smell. But I think I'm quite lucky where I'm someone that is, it's only when I eat the foods, really.
And you have a boyfriend?
I do, yeah.
And has he ever got the bang of fish off you or not?
There was one time on our anniversary where we went and had some. We went to a seafood place because I'd always wanted to have lobster and like all that sort of stuff, like oysters and stuff. And I was like, well, I'm going to do it for one day and we're going to see what happens.
Okay.
And the next day, in fact, I think even later that day, he was just like, I'm starting to smell it. Like you're like
here it comes,
smelling like the rotten fish.
So the rotting fish smell started to emit from your pores. You started to sweat like fish smells and your breath. So did he then put a blanket ban on the eating of anything from any class of water whatsoever for the future?
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of it is kind of a rule now. He's like, I don't think I can deal with it like much more than that. So,
yeah. So fish fingers are gone. Smoked salmon's gone. It's all gone. All the good. Mind you, I'm not a fan, so I'll be all right with this illness or whatever you want to call it. Is it an illness or what is it? A syndrome, I suppose it's called, is it?
It's I mean, it's classified as a syndrome, I think. Yeah. It's because I mean everyone just calls it a condition, but it's kind of I think it's classified as a syndrome. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got you're singer-songwriter. You have an album coming up, hopefully, and with that in mind, you're got to get this under control because if you're on stage performing, you don't want to be sweating and smelling like Flipper.
Exactly.
Well, good luck with your endeavours, Cassie, and thanks for joining us this morning.
All right, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, and you too. Thank you very much indeed. And
all right.
That's Cassie Graves. There is the girl, 23 years old, as she said. What she call it? Trimethylaminuria is what it is. It's easier for you and me and you and I to call it fish odor syndrome, and that is what she has. What a peculiar thing to have in one's life.